Your eyes peeled for these strange things found in the wetlands of Louisiana. Ghost orchid. The ghost orchids are rare flowers named after their ghostly white appearance. The ghost orchid is so special because it doesn't live like other plants. Instead of munching on sunlight, it gets its food from a special friendship with fungi. Sadly, they are endangered, but there are special rules in place to protect it. Spanish moss. This plant hangs all over trees like the southern live oak and bald cypress, soaking up nutrients from the air and rain instead of the tree it lives on. But this hanging plant is not just for looks. Long ago, people used it for building insulation, packing material, and even stuffing mattresses and car seats. Sunken boats. Where there's water, there are boats, and sometimes those boats sink. In Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a drought in 2022 caused the Mississippi River's water levels to drop, revealing an old shipwreck. However, only the skeleton of the boat remains. This ship, believed to be called the Brook Hill, sank during a huge storm in 1915. Floating islands. Louisiana's coast is losing land fast. To help save this, people are building floating islands off the coast of Houma. These islands are made from recycled plastic-turned mats. Plants can grow on these mats, helping to build up new land. They also make great homes for birds and other animals that have lost their homes. Mysterious bubbles. In Louisiana's wetlands, dead plants fall to the bottom of the swamp and start to rot, creating methane gas. This gas forms bubbles that rise to the surface and pop. These bubbles can be tiny or as big as several feet across. While they're not dangerous, they can be annoying for people boating on the water. Sinkholes. Sinkholes are like trapdoors that can open up suddenly, swallowing anything nearby. These holes form when rock under the ground moves or dissolves. In Louisiana, sinkholes are common because of the swampy land and human activities like drilling. One huge Louisiana sinkhole was created by a collapsed salt dome and has been growing since 2012. Fish burrows. Crayfish, also known as crawdaddies, are usually pretty harmless. But there's one kind of crayfish that's causing trouble everywhere. The marbled crayfish, created by accident in an aquarium in 1995, can clone itself and has spread all over Europe and Africa, harming native crayfish and their habitats. They also love to dig burrows in people's lawns. Migratory birds. In the chilly winter months, the wetlands of Louisiana transform into a cozy haven for many migratory birds. These feathered friends flock to the warm, food-rich swamps to escape the cold. The wetlands also house many local species that call the bayou home. A standout resident is the brown pelican, Louisiana's state bird. Giant salvinia. Meet the giant salvinia, an uninvited guest in Louisiana's waters. This plant, originally from Brazil, spreads thick mats over the water, sometimes as deep as 3 feet. These mats block sunlight, killing the native plants and phytoplankton beneath. Without these crucial parts of the ecosystem, the water loses oxygen, resulting in the death of other wildlife. Crab traps. In the marshes, lost crab traps, or ghost pots, lurk beneath the water. Without their floats, these traps continue catching crabs and other creatures like turtles and fish. The trapped animals die, becoming bait for more victims, creating a deadly cycle. Around 12 million blue crabs and other species are lost this way each year. Harlequin. The harlequin coral snake, also known as the candy stick snake, prefers dry environments near coastal plains to feed on lizards, birds, frogs, smaller snakes, and insects. The harlequin coral snake uses a sneaky method to catch its prey. It grabs them by the head, injects venom to paralyze them, and then devours them. Ancient magnolia. The Magnolia grandiflora, with its stunning blossoms, is Louisiana's state flower. These ancient trees have been around for 60 million years, even predating bees. Their primary pollinators were beetles, which fed on the plentiful pollen. Among the 240 species of magnolia worldwide, 8 are native to America, with the southern magnolia being found exclusively in Louisiana. The nutria. Nutrias are large, web-footed rodents native to South America, but now found worldwide, including in Louisiana. These excellent swimmers live in burrows along riverbanks and lake shores and can stay underwater for up to 5 minutes. Nutrias were brought to new places by humans for fur farming, but often escape captivity, establishing large wild populations.